Here on Thacker in part 2 of season 2 of the Gremlins animated prequel series, Gremlins The Wild Batch has released. And I'm gonna take a guess this is the first time you've heard about it, because Warner Brothers did absolutely zero marketing for this. You know, for a series that was made in the first place to get more young people aware of Gremlins. You're not doing a very good job letting those young people know it exists. If I hadn't been going to Max daily, watching season 1 of The Last of Us, then I would have known this was out. But I did see that it was out, and I watched it. So now you've seen Gremlins The Wild Batch Part 2, it's okay. I think this is a big downgrade from the first half of season 2. The biggest problem this series has now is that this is no longer a Gremlins series. This is a series featuring gremlins. You might think those two be the same thing, but they are very different. The first season actively revolved around the gremlins, but now the series is not about gremlins. In fact, it barely has any gremlins. Until the final episode, which actually does have some good gremlin mayhem, the series has developed from part 1, Noggin, and Gizmo. And neither one of them are the focus. They're just side characters. It focuses on Elle and her mother. And while I don't dislike that, in a gremlin series, I kinda want gremlins. Speaking of Noggin, who was our main villain in part 1, it seemed like this guy died in a giant firework explosion at the end of part 1. But in part 2, he's alive. And they don't explain it. Not a single throwaway line of how he survived, nothing. They also gave this gremlin a redemption. What? What makes you think we want to see that? I mean, at the end of the series, after the day is saved, Noggin makes the town that they're currently in into a town for gremlins. So in the Gremlins canon, there's just a town out in the west that is filled with gremlins. And of course, we have our Flasher cameo, and also Greta, the female gremlin that was created in Gremlins 2. Now this could just be a gremlin in drag, but I don't think so. I think this is supposed to be Greta, which doesn't make sense. We saw in season 1 they did introduce female gremlins, but it can't be that exact same gremlin because she did exist. Listen, I know this is a kid's series, but it's Gremlins, I'm gonna be harsh on it. And they don't explain why Gizmo was going bad in part 1 and part 2. Noggin tells him to embrace it, just enough to get out of his system. But that doesn't explain why it's happening in the first place. They explain how he deals with it, but not why it's happening. And from what we know so far, this never happens again. So why did it happen in the first place? And John Glover from Gremlins 2 voices an ancestor of Daniel Clamp from Gremlins 2. That wasn't necessary, but I guess it is something Gremlins related in this Gremlins series. They also run into the ghost of Johnny Appleseed. For some reason, out of all things that have happened in this series, that's the one I find odd. The fact that canonically, the Gremlins have met Johnny Appleseed. But every once in a great while, this show has something promising. Like at one point, we get an almost Indiana Jones-like flashback where we see someone get decapitated. It's not bloody or anything, it's cartoony, but it happens. And someone actually gets pretty brutally stabbed. We see it through a shadow, but it's things like that makes me wish the series had a bolder edge to it. Season 1 had some of that, but season 2 was a lot less. And it already didn't have a lot of it. So overall, part 2 of Gremlins The Wild Batch is okay. I'm gonna be wanting to play about getting more Gremlins stuff, but I really don't want a third season. Gremlins 3 is happening, just give me that, and I'll be happy. Also, if you enjoyed this video, then consider liking and subscribing. Bye guys for now, bye guys, girl, I'm Thacker.